I didn't listen to that voicemail. I'll tear open that letter you sent. Don't you tell your friends I want you back. I gotta leave you now and unread, because you've already said those words that switch my heart to dead from loving you. So you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused on sewing clothes. The spell stays unspoken, a dark silhouette of a marked man and broken. Right down, I didn't listen to that voicemail or TikTok that story you sent. Don't you reel me in to get me back. I'm gonna leave you now.
Oh, what up, everybody? Hello, and welcome to Monday Night. My name is Billy Floyd. Of course, hello. This is a community conversation. Listen, community conversations is when we talk to really cool people. That's all I really have to say about that. So tonight we're going to have Sabrina and Jerred, some good friends of mine, joining in, and we're going to be chatting a little bit about what we got going on this week and what we have going on this Friday night, which I'm really excited about. If you guys are not familiar with Sabrina and Jerred, they are two of the brightest whole shining stars of love and beauty that you're going to meet probably in the entirety of your life. So I'm really happy that we get to chat with them tonight and I get to see them on Friday. They are bouncing bundles of joy, and I think you guys are going to love them as well. But before we get into this week, I want to talk a little bit about last week. We had a great week. I want to give a huge shout out to everybody that made last week possible. We had replays on Monday and Friday of Chef Kendra. Chef Kendra came over a couple Fridays ago and absolutely crushed it with an extremely elaborate menu. We did replays of that last week. We had a great Patreon show. Thank you guys for joining me for that. That was a lot of fun. This past weekend was absolutely amazing. We were really fortunate to have been invited back to Sci-Fi Bartow by our good friends Sean Serdinsky and Lori Serdinsky. This year it was at a completely different location, which was absolutely beautiful. Normally they do it in downtown Bartow, and we love downtown Bartow, but as the event kept growing and started to grow, they knew that we needed to evolve. They needed to evolve, and they did. They brought it to a beautiful park in Polk County, which is absolutely out of this world, and it was an incredible day. Record numbers of people that were able to join. It is a free event, which is awesome. It's been going on for 14 years. So it's a 14-year outdoor science fiction convention, which has been going on for a very long time, and especially in regards to all the things Sean and Lori have done in the city of Bartow. Some really amazing events. So we were invited out on Saturday. We had an absolute blast. The weather was absolutely gorgeous, and a huge shout out to everybody that made that possible, especially to Sean and Lori for inviting us back. What the real eye-opener for me was, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be completely honest with you, the real eye-opener was how fast we burned through all of our KitchenKillaz seasonings. And I just tell you that not only as a business person, but as somebody excited to share it with you guys. You know, we've always been very transparent, very raw with you guys. We guys give you we've always given you the up and all the information and the happenings for the project. And we launched our first barbecue sauce about a year ago, and we launched our first line of seasonings just a few months ago. The barbecue sauce, between myself and Christian Basil, we were really able to get a lot of the KitchenKillaz barbecue sauce in the hands of a lot of amazing people. This past weekend, we blew through the seasonings twice as fast, and it was mind-blowing. And that is only a testament to the recipe, to the branding, and a huge shout out to Chef Eric Youngs and the Voodoo Chef Foundation, who we partnered with to be able to bring this whole thing to life. I couldn't say it loud enough how thankful and appreciative I am of Chef Eric and his entire team and Voodoo Chef and the entire foundation for backing KitchenKillaz and partnering with us. To Sean and Lori Serdinsky that had us at Sci-Fi Bartow, thank you guys very much. I was honored to play a couple sets to be able to close out the show for you guys. Great seeing a lot of friends at Sci-Fi Bartow. My boy Denny Prime making it happen with all the sound, all the audio, all the cosplayers that came out. I mean, it really was an absolutely beautiful day. And if you have an opportunity, next year I recommend checking out Sci-Fi Bartow. It happens around the same time in February, of course, in Bartow. Which is in Polk County, which is also a gorgeous county. There's a lot of land, a lot of citrus, and a lot of really beautiful people out there. Just awesome. We had a great time. And a huge shout out to Sean and Lori for taking a risk on moving the venue. Now, if you guys don't know, it's very tough to get people to really go anywhere. And they've had people be able to go to Sci-Fi Bartow for the last 14 years in downtown Bartow. A lot of amazing businesses and beautiful foods and drinks. There's so much there that bring a lot of people already. When you move venues, you really run the risk of potentially it being the last year for the festival. You never know if people are going to go. And I think it's a testament to the people that put it on and to the city of Bartow and Polk County and the convention itself, the convention environment and the atmosphere, and the people the attendees that go are just amazing, incredible, supportive people. And they had record numbers this year. And I'm so proud of Sean and Lori. I can't say it loud enough. It is a huge risk when you change venues, and they did it the best they could, and they knocked it out of the park. Not surprised at all. I'm absolutely thrilled that they had such a wonderful year. Record numbers, guys. So thank you for making it possible to everybody that put the event on and all the guests that came to break those record numbers. They couldn't have done it without you. We couldn't have done it without you. And I was honored to play 2 sets for you guys, which is a lot of fun. Met some really cool people as well. That was our Saturday. Our Sunday, yesterday, we were at Pine Castle Pioneer Days, which has been going on for 3 decades or something like that. Amazing. Really happy to play 2 sets over there. A huge shout out to Cindy and Bear that ran all the sound yesterday, and all the musicians. Michelle Hess and Tyler Garrettson both came out yesterday, and we met some really good friends, and we burned through some seasoning yesterday too. We even partnered with the local fish fry tents to provide people KitchenKillaz barbecue sauce for their wings and for their food, because they didn't have barbecue sauce. So our ambassador, Tyler Garrettson, went up and wheeled and dealed and talked with the entire fish fry team, and we were able to get some barbecue sauce on their tables. We were able to try some of their food. We cross-promoted each other, and it was such an awesome, awesome day. We had a really good time. We even chatted with a kettle corn food truck, and they make all different types of kettle corn. So we were talking to them about what we do, and we were talking about them about what they do, and they're going to make us 2 different types of kettle corn. We're doing KitchenKillaz barbecue sauce, kettle corn, and we're doing the Rockin' Hot Seasoning kettle corn. So we're going to have 2 types of kettle corn that we're going to be partnering with them on, which is super, super cool. We're going to do KK BBQ kettle corn, and we're going to do Nashville hot kettle corn, which is just going to be freaking awesome. And a huge shout out again to Tyler Garrettson, to be honest with you. He was absolutely fantastic, right on the front lines, great at marketing, merchandising. Wouldn't be able to do it without him. So not only did we get to team up with the fish fry place, but we also got to team up with a kettle corn maker, and we were really fortunate to be invited to a couple farmers markets. A huge shout out to Michelle Hess for putting the tables together, putting the merchandise together, running it all day Saturday, all day Sunday. Couldn't have done it without her. She knows more about the product at this point than I do. So a huge shout out to her. It wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for her, if it wasn't for Tyler, if it wasn't for the Voodoo Chef Foundation, for Sean and Lori Serdinsky for having us at Sci-Fi Bartow, to the incredible people over at Pine Castle Pioneer Days. We had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you for the invitations. We hope that you enjoyed the music and our love and our energy, and just us trying to engage with the community. We really love being a part of it, and I just wanted to make sure that I thanked you 1 million times. I'm not going to do it 1 million times right now, because we have Sabrina and Jerred that are coming in. They're very busy people. They're entrepreneurs, if you will. Creators. Fantastic creators of incredible things. And we're really fortunate to have some time with them tonight. But we had a really good week last week. We're looking forward to a wonderful week. Tonight we have Sabrina and Jerred joining us, which I'm, again, super stoked for. Wednesday night we have our Patreon show. Thursday we're live on TikTok at 7 o'clock. And then this Friday, we're going to be kicking it with Sabrina and Jerred, and from what I understand, Jerred's going to make some amazingly tasty things, some flavorful dishes. That's all I know. I really don't know much more than that, and to be honest with you, sometimes I like the surprise. Ignorance is bliss sometimes. I don't want to have to worry about it. You just listen. Let Jesus take the wheel. But instead of Jesus, J-E-S-U-S, it's Jerred, J-E-R-R-E-D. Very, very, very close. If you just move the letters around, it's very similar, They called him Jesus in college. I don't know why. We may get into that. But Jerred's going to be whipping it up on Friday night, which I'm super excited for. If Jerred's doing all the cooking, I imagine Sabrina's doing most of the hosting. And let me tell you, if you're looking for an absolute ray of sunshine, Sabrina's your girl. And both of these two are an absolute combined fantastic duo of incredible, I would say, so many words. I would say incredible, beauty, amazement perhaps, just an enveloping hug. They are a hug. They are wonderful. They're warm and glorious people. And I'm glad they found each other. It's an interesting journey for Sabrina and Jerred. I was very fortunate to play at their wedding, which was super, super cool. I had to make sure that I focused on the words and the songs, because if I thought about where I was and what was going on, I was just going to cry, It was very beautiful. The food was diabolically amazing. It was so good that the brisket was gone before most people got to it, which was awesome. It's a testament. It really is. It's a testament to the quality of the food. It was super, super awesome. We had an absolutely great time. The wedding was so much fun. The location was beautiful. The reception was super cool. I really love the way they did it. And they also did a very sweet and cute improv lovey dance for each other, which was heartwarming, actually. It was very, very cool. And I will say that Jerred, he's got moves. Yeah, I think he was a dancer, perhaps in a previous life, maybe during college. I don't know, but a man of many talents. Sabrina as well, an absolutely wonderful woman. So we're going to be there on Friday night. We have them in the green room. We're going to talk to them in just a second. Wanted to go over some comments and say hi, howdy doing, how's everybody doing? Dane Richards in the house, great to see you. Timescales, hello, my man. Michelle Hess hanging out, great to see everybody. So yes, we are co-streaming to The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Our good friend Christian Basil, Albert Christian Basil actually, has allowed us to co-stream to The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS on their YouTube channel, on their X channel, and on their Facebook channel. So we're really fortunate to be able to partner with them, and it's good to see everybody tonight. Chef Dane in the house, baby. Always good seeing Chef Dane. Chef Dane, I got to say, your cookbooks were popular this weekend. I was really happy about that. Trying to send a little more people to the knowledge of the great Chef Dane. Chef Dane had a monumental weekend as well. And we'll get into that in a little bit and chat about that. I'm actually thinking about popping in with Chef Dane and inviting him maybe to jump on the show remotely, because I'd really like for you guys to hear what him and his team from Lyman High School is able to do at Pro Start this weekend. Karen Horowitz, how are you, love? Wonderful to see you. Wonderful to see you. So with that said, let's go ahead and bring Sabrina and Jerred in here. I got to do this because they just look super, super cute. All right, so I made a little background for a community conversation. I was like, man, let me find a picture. Let me see what they want to do. It did not take me long for me to find the cutest picture in the entire world, and it looks like this. Look at them. Look at their smiles. Their beautiful, radiant energy. It's absolutely fantastic, folks. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring them in. This is the lovely, the amazing Sabrina and Jerred. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Oh.
Obviously, we love the merch.
Oh, I love an oven mitt. That's awesome. Very, very, very
Yes.
cool. Very, very cool. She's like, just one oven mitt. Use it to keep Jerred in line when he gets naughty. I understand. How are you guys? How's your Monday?
Good.
Yeah.
It's
It's a Monday, all right. Yeah.
It is a Monday. It is a Monday. What did you guys get into this weekend? Anything fun and exciting? Did you take it easy? Did you do anything entertaining and engaging?
We had a lot of fun. We went to the Seminole County
Garden
Expo,
Oh.
which is what you do when you're not 18 years old anymore, and you go to the Garden Expo. And
I got plants.
What did you get? What kind of plant did you get?
we got some rosemary,
Ooh.
and you got a bromeliad.
They already have names.
Yeah.
Wait.
Rosemary.
You name the plants?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. They're
Who doesn't?
members of the family.
Yeah, Billy. Jeez. So what did you now listen, I'm invested now. Now I'm invested. What did you name your plants?
Well, the rosemary is Rose and Mary. So
Aw.
very creative there.
Sounds like Simon and Garfunkel. Rose
Right.
and Mary. I love it.
Oh, they're gonna have attitude.
Yeah. No offense.
Yeah, they're Italian. You got to watch out for Rose and Mary.
When they talk, they sound like the twins on The Simpsons, like the very heavy smoker
With
voice.
the Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? Mary's coming for you, Mary.
Yeah. We had to move them inside because of our cold snap, and they were giving our indoor plants attitude.
They were correct.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Listen, they're going to take over. Next thing you know, your indoor plants are going to have attitude. It's a very toxic environment, but everything is going to smell like rosemary, which is delicious.
Yeah.
for
So
real.
it's all coming up roses.
That's what is the name of your vermilion? Is that what you said?
Bromeliad, Broomhilda.
You say it like Broomhilda. No, Broomhilda. That's an awesome name. So
Yeah.
and say the name of this plant again. I missed it.
It's a bromeliad.
Bromeliad.
Bromeliad. Named
Yeah.
Broomhilda.
Yeah.
Broomhilda.
I
Yeah.
love it. How many plants do you have, and do you remember all their names?
We have a lot of indoor plants,
Yeah.
and we just got a lot of outdoor plants. I wait a little bit to name them because we had
Okay.
an unfortunate incident a couple of years ago where
Oh,
I named
no.
all my strawberry plants, and
Oh no.
they've transitioned to a farm. in
Oh.
another county, and they are no longer in
Well,
their
that's
backyard.
sweet. You know,
Yeah.
you sent them to their forever home.
Yeah.
A little cemetery in the back of the yard there.
Oh.
But it gets very attached, so Jerred like will sneak out and he'll like slowly remove them. Like, we didn't even play taps.
Oh, we didn't even play taps.
Their names were also very creative. It was
Jeff Barry, Barry Manilow,
Barry Manilow.
Barry White.
very white.
Barry
Very
White.
simple.
Barry
Yeah.
Poppins.
That's a good one. I'm writing that one
Yeah.
down.
I like it. That's awesome. I do have a question, and this is for the community, guys. A huge shout out to everybody that's watching from the channels right now. Thank you guys for checking in. Question: for those of you that collect plants, like Sabrina and Jerred, how many of you name your plants as well? I'm very interested. This is new for me. I did not know that plants were named. You know, like I understand that some people name their guitars, some people name their cars. I did not know that people name their plants. So I'm wondering in the chat if you guys have collected plants, or you do collect plants, or you have plants, do you name those plants? I'm very interested to hear about this one, Sabrina and Jerred, just to see what's going on here. Question for you: the rosemary, is this rosemary that you will eventually cook with, or is just what you're using as ambiance and smell in the house?
Oh yeah, we're absolutely cooking our friends. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
See you, Rose and Mary. We're gonna smoke you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Morbid.
It took a weird turn.
I didn't think about it like that, Jerry, but you're right. See you later, Rose. Bye, bye, Sabrina and Jerred. Bye. Oh my God.
I hope you enjoy your chicken tonight.
Yeah. It's herb encrusted chicken. I see a little Rose on that chicken. Hey, Rose, I told you I would last longer than you. Oh man, it's not good. It's not good. So what is the other one? What did you say it was? Bromeliad?
Bromeliad, yeah. So they're like really pretty. Like it's a plant, but it
Okay.
almost looks like a flower because they're like different colors on the top.
Okay.
So mine's like red and fiery, just like
They almost look fake. Like it almost looks plastic. Like if
Can you
Google
eat Broomhilda as well? Is that
No.
no? That's not an edible one.
oh.
No.
Rose and Mary, they're going, but Broomhilda, she's here to hang around for a little bit.
Yeah, she's here to stay.
Gotcha. No, I understand what you're talking about, Sabrina, saying that you didn't want to name them yet because, you know, you can't preemptively name them, and then all of a sudden they go to their forever home in the back of the yard, buried.
Yeah.
Without taps being played, apparently, Jerred. What the
Yeah.
heck?
Yeah.
No respect. No respect. Don't do it.
I have to know now. Have you named any of your guitars? Because you said people name their guitars.
So I have a Sunburst Blue one that I've had for about 24 years, and I was really interested. I actually bought it because I was in Tampa and I needed to go to an open mic night, and I had gone to that open mic night, but I didn't have an acoustic electric guitar, so we had to mic the guitar. Now this is 20-something years ago. I was like, man, I really got to step my game up. I have to get an acoustic guitar that I can plug in. I need an acoustic electric guitar if I want to be professional here. So I was like, cool, let me go to a local guitar shop. And I had never really bought a guitar like this before. It was the first time. My only other one I got off eBay for like $60 when I was 19. So I walk into this guitar shop. I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know anything about guitars, but I see this Sunburst Blue guitar sitting on like the third or fourth level up, and I'm just looking at it, and it just looked absolutely glorious. And it was one of those beautiful days. I'm sure, Jerred, you can say same thing when you looked at Sabrina probably the first time, and it was just that angelic, and the way the sun came in and just hit this beautiful guitar, and I looked at it, and there was literally no doubt in my mind. And I don't know if you guys have ever run into something like this before, where you can walk into and see a bookshelf of 1,000 books and say, man, I'm gonna have to wait till one of these books calls to me. I'm really gonna have to wait for that. And there's 1,000 books, and you're like, there's no way it's gonna. Wait a minute, what's that one? And all of a sudden, you just don't even expect it. So I looked up this guitar, and there was no doubt in my mind. Somebody came up and said, hey, can I help you? And I said, yeah, I'd like to buy that guitar. They go, oh, have you played the Ovation before? And I go, I didn't even know that was an Ovation. I have no idea, but that's the one I want. You know, it was right, and I hadn't even looked at the price yet, which was a terrible thing to do. Thankfully, it was in my price range, which was really, really great. So I got it down, and the very first time I saw her, she was beautiful, and I strummed her. I said, man, this is glorious, absolutely glorious. So her name is Gloria.
Oh, yeah.
She's gorgeous. I have many guitars. She is the only guitar that ever Actually, she named herself. I didn't even pick her name, you know. So I did name Gloria. She's right in front of me, and she's beautiful, gorgeous even. But typically, a lot of people, they do name all of their guitars. You know, I have too many guitars to name. I wouldn't remember the names at all. Like I'm looking at probably 8 guitars right here, and I couldn't even tell. But Gloria, there she is, glorious and beautiful as always.
Yeah.
You know, but how long have you been naming your plants, Sabrina? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Well, I mean, I wasn't really a gardener until I met Jerred. So that's what he brought into my life. And so like if they're just
So is Jerred the gardener and now you are also a gardener?
Yes.
I've rubbed off on her. And I've always done like outdoor plants.
Yeah.
Like the indoor plants, that's new.
Gotcha.
And so I tend the outside, she tends the inside.
I love that. That's so awesome. I want to say, give a couple hellos. What's up, Joseph? Great to see you. Karen Horowitz said for your Barry names, Barry Gibbs.
Oh,
yeah.
Barry Gibbs, Bearded Monkey, Twisted Barbecue. Great to see you, Dave. Dave's been cooking since he was about 6 years old. He started cooking in the kitchen with his mom. He's been cooking ever since. He is a championship barbecue. I was a professional. He does it professionally. Bearded Monkey's Twisted Q. We actually talked about doing a show on my patio one night with his big 55-gallon barrels. So we talked about doing a barbecue show right outside, bringing Dave in. He was here just a couple weeks ago when Chef Kendra was here. And a huge shout out to Dave for joining me, man. Thank you for jumping in and saying hi to Sabrina and Jerred. We're going to be at Sabrina and Jerred's on Friday night, Dave. I know you're not even close to or wherever we are, Orlando. But I hope you can check it out and you can check out the show remotely on Friday night, man. Albert Christian Basil. We're streaming to the Legend of Traveling TARDIS right now. He does like to make things weird. He sells a lot of our barbecue sauce. We partner with him, and he loves putting up the hashtag I taste Billy Floyd. There it is. Yes.
Love the merch.
Merchandising. You know, so it's a so I'm really looking forward to Friday, but I did have to ask like the rosemary, because I was thinking about that, like rosemary and thyme and parsley. Those type of things are the kind of things that we've been to many kitchens, and a lot of times you'll see them in like the little right at the kitchen window. They'll have little herbs and spices and stuff like that. Where do you guys keep your rosemary? Where does yours live in the house?
So we learned rosemary is one of the few that can live outside in Florida. It's actually a Mediterranean. It's from the Mediterranean, so it can handle the Florida heat. So we've tried to grow herbs before, and we've never really done well.
Gotcha.
But once we were there talking to the experts, they were like, "Okay, if you want to grow it, rosemary is that's the one that will grow in Florida. If you put it in the ground, beware because it will become a bush. You leave it in a pot, it'll be manageable and nice, and you can keep it, and it'll be
so
fine."
it grows to their environment. So you put them in the ground, it's going to get real big. You put them in a pot, it's going to grow, to respect of the pot or relative to the pot. Yeah. Interesting. So is that where it is? It's in a small little pot right now?
We're in two little, until it gets warmer, until this is all past maybe this weekend or something, then they'll get their bigger pots. But,
yeah, Florida's going through what it goes through every February. Like we're gonna burn you out one day, and we're gonna kill everything and freeze everything in 3 days. So we're not really sure what's going on.
The outside family is all in the kitchen right now.
Yeah.
Which,
it's a big family gathering.
Yeah.
I'll have to send you this in a little bit. I'll send you a link to this video on YouTube from Saturday Night Live, and it's Christopher Walken, and he's talking about how he's a gardener, but he doesn't feel like he was ever able to connect with his plants. So he decided to put googly eyes on all the plants because the eyes are a doorway to the soul. And now he feels like, oh, there you are. Hello, plant. How are you doing?
What a great idea.
It's absolutely hilarious. And he has googly eyes all over all the plants. It is so funny. Yeah. I'll have to share. The first time I watched it, man, I had to pause it a couple times. I was laughing so much. I was like missing things that he was saying. It was so good. But anytime I talk to anybody that loves plants, I'm like, bro, have you seen the Christopher Walken skit with the googly eyes? Bro, it's so funny. I'll shoot that your way. So when you get something like rosemary, did you get the seeds? You're going to grow it yourself, or do you already have like a sapling, or do you buy, how do you buy rosemary?
So this is a sapling. You can get seeds, and it will grow in Florida. Actually, we tried basil last year, and it grew from seed.
Okay.
But it did not last much longer. So
really?
It's gone. But yeah.
I didn't
name
that one.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Christian Basil's in the house. Buy Christian Basil.
Oh.
That's it. You're hanging out with the strawberries. There you go. Taking a dirt nap.
We have a much bigger yard now.
Nice. Very cool. So what's the first thing you think you're going to make with this rosemary, guys? What do you or is Jerred the cook here? Is that what's going on here, Sabrina?
100%. And ask anybody. And it's weird. I mean, like, so I contribute I've been baking a little bit more, but it's only on holidays. And so anytime I tell anybody who's known me for a long time, I'll be like, oh, I'm baking. And they're like, what?
What?
What do you mean?
Who are you? What have you done with Sabrina?
So everybody who was friends with me before I met Jerred was like, thank goodness you met him. You would have starved to death.
I heard this weekend, and I cook a lot, but I don't really bake a lot. But I heard this weekend that they're not even remotely the same. And people that can cook can't always bake, and people that bake can't always cook. They're like two completely different skill sets, which I'm glad that Jerred's the cook and you are the baker.
So, Billy, you're a musician. Cooking is more like jazz. Like you can improv and you can just play with it and add a little of this and a little of that. And baking is like orchestral. Like it is very
mathematical.
Is how this must be.
Yeah. And if one thing is off, that throws the whole thing off. There's no real time adjustment, with baking. You either got it or you're gonna not gonna get got.
Yeah.
Sabrina, what's your favorite thing to bake?
Oh, I don't really. I mean, your birthday cake. I like baking Jerred's birthday cake because it's for his birthday.
What else do you bake, Sabrina? It sounds like you bake once a year and it's for Jerred's birthday cake.
That's right. Well, I did. So I was sick for his birthday this year, so I did a Valentine's.
Rude.
Cake.
That's selfish.
I know.
How dare you? You're on your own.
But I found this really easy recipe where you just take like a white cake and you put some Jello, like strawberry powder Jello in there, and you mix it up and you put strawberries in and you bake it, and then it's like strawberry cake. And we bought blackberry like dip mix, which is like a powder. So it was basically like blackberry Jello that I put on cream cheese frosting. So it was like a berry cake. It was amazing. It was so good. I got the recipe off Facebook. And I was like, oh, I think I could do this. And it turned out really good.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was, which tells me it's gone.
It's gone.
It's all gone.
Rude. Aren't you supposed to put a slice of your birthday cake in the freezer so when KitchenKillaz comes by, you can share it with him because he loves you? And rude.
Yeah, we don't have a slice of birthday cake, but we got some wedding cake still in there.
I don't know. Okay, so question for you. Now, the whole wedding cake thing, I've heard many different things about the lore of the wedding cake, that you're supposed to keep a slice of wedding cake in the freezer, and at your first anniversary, you're supposed to eat a bite. Or you're not supposed to eat it ever. You're supposed to keep it forever. What are we supposed to do with the wedding cake?
Well, I thought it was like you have to keep the topper. So we have like a giant thing, like thing in our
bowling
freezer.
Ball sized piece of foil in the freezer.
In the freezer. And you're supposed to eat it at your 1 year, but then we realized we're actually going to be in Italy for our 1 year. So we might have to just wait till we get back. So I don't know if that means it makes it bad luck if you don't eat it on the anniversary. And now I just feel kind of nervous because we might not eat it at all. Eat it at all.
Well, listen, listen, I'll take one for the team. If you need me to go by the house and eat the cake, I will gladly do that. We can FaceTime each other, and you can get some cake while you're in Italy. We'll eat cake together. So kind of like through osmosis, you'll eat the cake.
I need to look up what the consequences would be for somebody else eating your wedding cake.
I mean, so what I'm seeing is
I'm willing to let you try if you want to do it.
This says people eat their wedding cake a year later to celebrate their first anniversary, a tradition rooted in the 19th century superstition believing it brings good luck, prosperity, and strengthens the marriage bond. Originally, couples saved the top tier to eat at their first child's christening, which often occurred within the first year of marriage. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Okay.
Symbolism.
Take it away from me, Billy.
It acts as a nostalgic nod to the wedding day, allows couples to revisit their vows and celebrate surviving their first year of marriage. Surviving. In the 19th century, top tiers were often fruit cakes, which were easier to preserve than alcohol and icing, unlike modern cakes. While some still freeze the actual cake, many modern bakers now offer a fresh, small cake for their first anniversary.
Yeah.
That's interesting. To preserve it, couples typically remove the fondant and decorations, wrap the tier tightly in plastic wrap, and place it in a sealed, airtight bag in the freezer. It says, if Billy Floyd eats your cake, you will have good luck for the next 50 years.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, it says it right there. I just read it. So if Billy Floyd eats your, listen, it's on the internet. It's true. If Billy Floyd eats your cake, you get good luck for the next 50 years. And that's not bad because you guys are like, what, 24, 25?
Yeah.
So that'll take you easily into your mid-70s.
Yeah.
I don't really see a problem here. We all get cake. You get to go to Italy, and the next 50 years of your marriage is nothing but good luck.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying. I think that's a great idea. And I'm here for you guys. I'm your friend. You know,
we appreciate what you're doing for the goodness of America.
If somebody needs to eat your cake, I'll take one for the team.
Yeah, that might be okay.
So you guys are going to Italy? Excellent. What's up, KK fam? Nathan Druin in the house. Good to see you. Hey, guys, did you hear? Sabrina and Jerred are taking us all to Italy. How awesome is that? So exciting. I'm excited. KK, that's right. Yes, the whole KK fam. That's right, Nathan Druin. We're all going to Italy next year.
We're going to take our luggage.
Yeah, we're very bendy. We're very bendy. So what are you guys doing in Italy? Celebrating your first anniversary, I imagine?
Yeah, it was a tour. Neither of us have ever been. So if you're going to go, you might as well go and do it right. So we'll see Rome. We're going to see Naples. We'll see Florence. We'll see Venice and Milan. And we even have a day trip over into Switzerland. So that
sounds amazing. Oh, you guys are going to have to tell me how the food is, because I mean, I just heard so many good things. You know, it's that's awesome. What a wonderful trip. That sounds amazing. I like all the locations you guys are going to.
Yeah. We've been watching a lot of travel shows, a lot of Rick Steves, and
Have you guys? Question for you: have you guys traveled with each other like that yet?
Well,
not on a tour like that, but on our we had been dating 3 months, and we went on a 7-day cruise together.
And you.
In an interior room.
Yo, that'll tell you real quick if you're gonna make it or not.
No, we also had our first big fight on that cruise, but we overcame.
Yeah, we're still here. Persevere.
If you guys can, I hear that about if you really want to find out if your relationship is going to make it, travel with each other, and you really get to find out real quick, because it's especially when things don't go the way they're supposed to go, when they go wrong, when this gets canceled or this gets delayed or you miss this flight or this bus tour gets canceled or this gets redirected, then you really get to see how that beautiful person next to you acts in a position of conflict. It'll be interesting. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Well, you guys went on a 7-day cruise. That's amazing. I love that. And I will say this: that's because I've been on several cruises before. No cruise that I ever went on did I go on with a partner. So I've only been on, I think, two cruises, but neither one of the last one I went on was a reception cruise for my buddy's wedding. I was the only single person in 30 people. Well, 31 people. But I will say this: I had the time of my life. It was so much fun. Everybody was so stressed because they wanted to do all the things. They're like, oh, we got this, and we got a comedy thing, we got a night here, we got to go here, and we got to run over here, we got to do the ice thing here, we have to do the presentation. And Billy, what are you going to do? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Whatever I want, dude. Yeah. I got the beverage package, which wasn't the drink package, but I got the beverage package. That was unlimited frappuccinos. Let me tell you.
Oh, wow.
Me and the Frappuccino dudes, we were very good friends. They knew exactly who I was. I was crushing 24/7. I'm crushing Frappuccinos 2 o'clock in the morning, just getting crazy. I will say,
I picked one, but why not?
Well, I was going nuts. One of my favorite things to do every morning about 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning is I would go outside and I would sit on the pool deck. And we were on Royal Caribbean, and I would just sit on the pool deck, and you're just looking out on the ocean, and there's nothing but starlight. And the whole pool deck is empty, and it's so quiet. And I just felt at that moment, I wasn't a guy on a ship looking in the ocean. It was just one massive connection of just beauty. It was so gorgeous. It was so peaceful. I went out there to write because it was just an inspiring thing to write about. It was just too immersive. I couldn't take myself away from the moment to focus on the song. I was like, you know what? Let me experience the moment, and the song will come later. It was just so awesome to be out there. I love cruises. Not only is it unlimited food, I love food. And then the beverage package, I drank so many Frappuccinos. I don't know. If I had a doctor with me, he would have been like, bro, look at your watch. Stop drinking the Frappuccinos. Look at your health watch. Look at it. See what's going on here. Where'd you guys go on your cruise?
Gosh, where did we go? St. Thomas.
Oh.
And
beautiful.
Honduras? Did we go on that?
The British Virgin Islands. I know I have a hat. BVI.
Tortola.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. How long had you guys been dating before you did this?
Just 3 months. So that was like
for...
Yeah, so that was actually 3 years ago because we're about to celebrate our 3rd year dating anniversary next Wednesday.
Wow,
that's
awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I love it.
You're it's a good way to determine you want to continue to be with that person. You're like, let's go on a big week-long vacation. And I have to give Jerred credit because we were actually with a couple friend that my good friends, my maid of honor and her husband, they were with us. So it was like a couples cruise.
Oh.
Plus our first vacation together, plus the first time he'd ever spent substantial amount of time with them.
Man, you guys just jumped right in the deep end head first. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. You're like, we're going to find out real quick.
Yeah.
If it's going to work or not.
I'll take her home.
And clearly it worked out. Here you guys are almost 3 years later, getting ready, coming up to your 1-year anniversary in September. Is that when it is?
Yeah.
Holy smokes, we're going to blink our eyes. We're going to be there. We feel like September is still 7 months away, but it is not.
Coming.
And in a year from now, for your anniversary, you're going to be in Italy.
Yeah.
Good for you guys, man. I'm so proud of you guys. Good job. Good job. It was a beautiful wedding, by the way. It was absolutely awesome. I really loved it. I'm a businessman at heart. So it was really, really smart the way you guys did everything, how you organized everything, having everything in one location, finding a day where your prices are going to be so much more affordable. It blows my mind when people destroy their wallet, for something like that. And it's like, listen, and I because it was on a Thursday, I believe. Didn't you guys do it on a Thursday? Yeah. Listen. If people are going to come to your wedding to celebrate you guys, it doesn't matter what day it is. If they care about you, if they love you enough, it doesn't matter what day it is. They're going to be there. 100%. So I thought you guys did a really good job. It was beautiful. The pastor was fantastic. I heard you guys had an opening act come and warm people up that did great. A really, really good looking dude. Just really good guy. I need to get his information because that dude was entertaining. That guy was funny. He had me laughing.
He was great.
He had me laughing. The reception was awesome. It was right upstairs. It was awesome. It was a totally different world, too. The DJ was fantastic. The music was really good. I just had a great time. I thought the food was absolutely wonderful. And the dance that you guys did in the very beginning where you, did a little strip tease without the strip, a little dance for each other. That was awesome. I could not. My face hurt so bad at the end of the event because I was smiling so big all night long. It was a beautiful event. I'm so appreciative that you guys had me out to share that with you. I'll never forget that. It was wonderful, and we're coming up to a year. So I would say this. But before we chat about Friday, what is one thing that you have learned this year that was an unexpected thing? Your first year together, what's one thing you learned that was an unexpected thing? You're like, I didn't expect that at all. It's always interesting the way we grow.
That's a head scratcher.
When we went, because one of the things that they say about marriage, it's a combination of souls. You cease being individuals and you move forward as one, as one unit, as one energy, as one heart, as one mind. It's really interesting because there's always going to be some Sabrina and there's always going to be some Jerred, and it's a consistent, in my experience, it's a consistent decision to love each other every day. Mm-hmm. And you got to do it, and to love each other is a physical thing. I'm going to love you. You like this type of coffee in the morning. I'm going to get up and I'm going to do that for you. Not only as service to you, because why not service the one you love, but because that's the way I show you that I love you. When you love on people, you fall in love with those people. And if you just consistently love on each other and serve each other, there's nothing's going to stop you. You're going to be having your 25th year wedding anniversary, and you're going to be going to 4 different countries, and it's going to get there pretty quick. But I say all that to say I gave you guys a little time to think about what's one unexpected thing you think you've learned throughout the year, and what would you guys say?
I would definitely say that we are very different people, but it's like the black and white cookie. Like it works. And it's very distinct. Like they are very different sides, very different personalities. But when you put it together, it's delicious and it does work. And it's like, oh, this is really very nice. So she's very bubbly and very outgoing and wants to go out and about.
No.
I am very much, I'll go take a walk and I'll go read a book and I'll go out here and talk to my plants and this sort of thing. And I'm kind of fine off in my own little world. And there are times when it is kind of a hard intersection a little bit, like you have to step outside of your zone a bit. But it feels nice. I remember before I ever even met Sabrina, a good friend of mine and I were talking, we're like, whoever like accepts us as a spouse is going to be a saint, because they're going to have to put up with someone who's like a curmudgeonly old, like, kind of loner almost to an extent. And, I think she's brought me out of that a little bit. And I've also taught her that, hey, it's okay to just be at home for a little while. You don't always have to be out. It's okay to just be at home. So
be grounded.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to ground.
Yeah, well, I think that would be like kind of, I don't know if this was like unexpected, but it was like, just like kind of understanding and appreciating the other person and making sure you make time for them, because it gets like really busy. And I mean, I feel like we started dating and then we like hit the ground. Like we've been traveling, we got married, we're like we've had like family stuff happen. So it's like, there's always something. So like making sure you're like pausing, like we still dance to our song in the kitchen. Like
nice.
This every once in a while. And I think that like, those connection moments and like, putting that person as your priority is important, even though that can be hard sometimes. Especially, we were single for a long time. Neither one of us were married before or have kids or anything. So we had to like very much learn how to operate, and we're still learning, I think, how to operate as a couple. Yeah. And not as an independent.
Yeah, that's an interesting transition to make. I had this conversation with a friend the other day, and it's like our entire lives we're always motivated to be in a relationship all the time. Who's your girlfriend? Who's your boyfriend? Even when you're little kids, who's your girlfriend? Oh, he has a crush on so and so. You have a girlfriend. You have a boyfriend. Then you get into high school, and it's like everybody's got a girlfriend and everybody's got a boyfriend. Then you get into college, it's like, whoa, you're supposed to be getting married soon. Do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a boyfriend? Then you get out of college, and then everybody gets married right away. And it's like, okay, now you're married. Great. When are you going to have kids? And it's like nobody ever even has the opportunity, nor is it encouraged, nor is it actually looked upon as a good thing to understand how to live as an independent person. And like there's a huge difference between being alone and being lonely. And I don't think people understand that difference sometimes. Like being lonely, you can feel loneliness in a crowd of 1,000 people. You really can. Yeah. Being alone, to learn how to live on your own, to learn how to slow down and appreciate the things by yourself, to be able to just be at one with the world, be at one with that energy of the world. We're not really encouraged to do that ever. So once we have to do that, which I've been in the position, I feel like you guys have found yourselves in that position as well, where you get to that point where you're like, okay, well, right now I have to go through this journey right now. I have to learn how to be alone. There is a little bit of loneliness. Let me learn how to get through that loneliness and know how to love being alone. But then you love being alone. And getting back into a relationship with somebody else where you're not alone is like, wait a minute, time out. Like, it's not that I don't love you, but hold on a second. I really like being alone. Like, this is very, very good for me. It's and it's so getting back out there can be scary sometimes. Mm-hmm. It can challenge your whole reality. It can challenge everything that you're comfortable with, all of it. So it sounds like both of you guys were probably in a very similar situation where you found you embraced it. You knew how to do it. You knew how to find joy being alone. You knew how to find joy being independent. And then both of you made the conscious decision, we're both going to step out of our comfort zones a little bit and see if we can spend time with each other. And clearly it worked out, and you guys found a really beautiful thing, which takes a lot of courage. It's inspirational. It really is. Both of you guys, it really are. It's very interesting, unique individual stories. And then to watch you guys come together and also build something beautiful and love each other and encourage it. And Karen said something very sweet. She said, just compliment each other. Bring out the best in each other.
Yes.
You know, Nate said it's too late in time in life to figure it out slowly. So just jump in and figure it out fast. If it doesn't work, maybe you got a friend. LOL. You know, it's like, and that's happened to me a couple times. It's like, I really dig somebody. Cool. No problem. Let's go ahead and let's put it to the test. Okay. We found out that we're better as friends, you know, no love lost, none at all, but we just operate better as friends. Or it's like, man, we spent this time together. Man, we really do operate well with each other. And I'd like to do that again. Let's do something really freaking crazy and go on a 7-day cruise. Let's see what happens. You know,
well, and our favorite saying is like, we'll figure it out, but we'll figure it out together. Like, that's like our thing, because it's like, we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. I think once people acknowledge that and they admit that, hey, man, I don't know what I'm doing. We're kind of making this up as we go along. There is no book to Sabrina and Jerred. There's a million books on successful relationships and happy partnerships and how to, you know, make friends and influence people. But that doesn't break down and equate granularly to your relationship specifically. It's like Sabrina and Jerred are writing their own book. Yeah, you can take inspiration from everywhere else, but nobody can tell you how to do it. Like you said, nobody knows what they're doing. They just make it up as they go along every single day. How can I be the best person I can be today? How can I be the best Sabrina? How can I be the best Sabrina to Jerred? How can I be the best Billy? How can I be the best Billy to my friends and my family? How can I do that today? And every day we have that choice to make. Every day we have the opportunity to wake up and say, man, today I choose evil. Or, you know, today, like, hey, man, we had a really great day yesterday. I bet today I can make even a better day. You know, and again, I think as long as we choose each other and you guys choose each other, it's to the moon, you know, and I think that's super inspirational, and I agree, you know, learning how to live with each other, and that black and white cookie, that's a great analogy, man. You know, it really is a great analogy, and it's good because people say opposites attract sometimes. I think it was Paula Abdul, 1987. You know, they say opposites attract, and that is very true. You don't want somebody that's exactly like you. Exactly everything to a T, and people are like, oh, I want the perfect person for me. No, what are you talking about, man? Like, you really don't, because how do you grow? How do you learn from each other? You bring exactly the same perspectives to absolutely everything. Like, there's really no growth there. It's good to have things in common, of course, you know, but they say, variety is the spice of life. So it's really great to have some things in common you can bond on, and some things also a little bit different you can learn from each other. And it sounds like you were saying, Jerred, Sabrina's the party animal, and you like to talk to your plants. You know, and you guys compliment each other, which is great. You got a cook and you got a baker, which is absolutely fantastic, you know. And that segues me perfectly into Friday, which is really good. So what are we thinking, Mr. J? Oh, first of all, Sabrina, are we baking or are we cooking? What are you rocking out on Friday?
I like you said, I am like the shining light that will be hosting and serving, and
takes a good host.
So special appearances. I'm the sous chef. So, like, when he cooks, I, like, make the salads and set the table. So that's what I'm going to be doing.
Imperative. It needs to happen. That needs to happen. You got to have a good host. You got to do that. I like how she said she's going to make, like, little cameos. Like, she's going to pop in, like, hi. All right. Back to the work, man. Do the work. That's awesome. Excellent. Yeah, you got to have a good host, you know.
And the face of this operation.
Yes.
Yeah, I bet.
It's true.
So Jerred, while Sabrina is running the hosting and she's taking care of the table, what are we going to be working on Friday? What are you going to be doing? What are you thinking about?
So, as you've learned tonight, we like to travel. So our menu is going to be sort of an homage to different travels. We'll start in New England, and there will be no seafood involved, so no lobster, no nothing like that. Me and one of my coworkers, who you may very well know, Mary Lou Bakita-Salpi.
Oh, I love Mary Lou.
Yes.
Our fairy god sister.
Yes, our fairy god sister. She and I were sent to a training in Boston about 2 years ago. And we ate at a restaurant. They happened to have a cookbook. I bought the cookbook after that because of a certain menu item from their restaurant was so mind-blowingly wonderful.
Nice.
So I will be cooking our first item from this cookbook that is not seafood, but it is New England.
I love it. And you could say course. That's totally fine.
Okay. Yeah. It's
That's exactly what it
course.
is.
It's the bread course. Yeah. Next one is we're going to go to Chicago then. So Sabrina's cousin got married in Chicago last November, invited us to the wedding. We went up there. Chicago, as you know, I mean, you can eat anything in the world, and it's in Chicago. Like they have something there, but then they've also got their own Chicago icons. So the deep dish pizza, the Chicago Italian beef sandwiches, the Chicago dog, like all of these things are uniquely Chicago. Like that's what they do.
Sure.
So one of those three will be served then as well.
Oh, I like the mystery. I love it. Mystery enchantment.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Tune in Friday.
Yeah, to find out.
And then the last one is it's all Sabrina. We talked about the cruise. We actually talked about the cruise. So on this cruise, we were having dessert one night, and I don't know if you remember. You said you've been on a couple, but you go to the dining room and they've got the menu, and you have the option to say, "I want all of that," and they will bring all of that.
Oh yes.
So we've made it through appetizer, entree, and we're now at dessert. Sabrina's looking at it and she's like, I want all of it. I'd like the dessert sampler, please. And there was one item on the dessert sampler that she still talks about to this day. And we've gone to Publix and we've tried to find it in something. So what I'm going to prepare is kind of a tip of the hat to that one very, very special dessert item that she had on the cruise. So it's all about travel. It's all got a story behind it. It's all awesome ingredients, just like something like this you might find on my kitchen.
We love the merch.
Merchandising. Thank you guys. You guys are you're so sweet. Thank you very much. You know, it's that's not like how you have it all right there.
It's almost like we prepared that.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. What a cool experience Friday's menu is going to be. You know, it's like a little sample from different foundational pillars of your relationship.
Yeah.
You know, different experiences and different moments, and like you said, different homages, and you know, kind of hearkening back to a memory. That's going to be really cool. You know, are these new things that you are making, or have you made these recipes before?
I have made the first course for us several times, and I've even given it away as gifts because it was that good. The second course, we have test run it twice here at home,
which is great for me.
She's like, I'll gladly be the guinea pig. It's no problem.
Yeah.
I'll take one for the team.
I made it once. I made the dessert one time years ago, and I haven't done it since. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Yes. But some familiarity with it. So, and I like that you guys are testing. It's for science.
Absolutely.
Yeah. For the good of the cause.
Yeah. It's Sabrina's like, no, you know, we probably need to test them all just one more time. It's only Monday. Plenty of time, Jerred. Plenty of time.
Sure.
No problem. You know, just once more. Just once. Just one tiny little itsy bitsy
time
test.
Around. Yeah.
Just one more time, just to make sure. Just to make sure. That's awesome, man. That's going to be a what an interesting time. Now on Friday, just to kind of give you, and you guys have seen the show before, but when we talk about those dishes, I'm definitely going to see if I can get a little backstory from these, from where they came from, the inspiration, you know, and kind of what it means to you guys, you know, because we're very interested not only in the food, but the journey of the food, and that's one of the biggest parts about the show that I really love is watching food's journey, watching the recipe's journey. Oh, this recipe I learned from my mother, who learned from her mother, who learned from her mother, or this was given to me by my uncle, or we traveled and we ran into this incredible recipe for this, and I was like, yo, this is so good, like we have to learn how to make this. Like that's one of the big parts of that, is just understanding the story of it, the lore, if you will, like of all the dishes to choose, why choose these? And on a night like Friday night, when you know the show's only an hour long, it's like, I mean, we can make a million things, but really you got to kind of pick pick your favorites and the best and what really moves you. So I'm super excited because it sounds like you guys have experienced a lot together already. So to be able to bring some of these dishes to our Friday night is not only super, super cool, but very warm-hearted. And thank you guys very much for sharing this little bit of your relationship and your journey with us, because it's one of those things. People talk about two things at the wedding. They talk about the music and they talk about the food, and that's what they talk about. And I think people have understood for a very, very long time the impact that food has on our life, on our memories, on our hopes, on our favorites, on great things that we remember from the past, and wonderful smells and scents and flavors and family and friends. Like, right at the center of it is normally food. So it's going to be really interesting to see what you guys come up with on Friday night, which is super, super cool. Nathan, I think, is trying to tip the scales here.
Maybe.
trying to get a little. I will say this: I'm a sucker for tiramisu. I don't know what this means, Karen, or why you said it, but I love pizza. Who doesn't love pizza? So we're going to put up that comment too. And then Lisa Wine says she wants to go on a cruise. I mean, listen, who doesn't want to go on a cruise? Let's get a bunch of people together and go on a cruise together. Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Oh, KitchenKillaz on the sea.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That'd be so much fun. We're really fortunate. We do have a couple of people in our community that are travel agents. So if we definitely wanted to do something like that, I'm pretty sure we could find a pretty cool collection of people to go on a cruise, and just have a great time, and everybody do the things that they want to do. It's always good on cruises to meet up with each other and at least spend time with a meal with each other and be able to spend some time with each other. But one of my favorite parts about cruises is it's like a little floating city. And some people say, well, I'm worried about going on a cruise. I don't want to get seasick. Listen, I would say 99.9% of the time you won't even be able to tell you're on the water. You have no idea.
That's true.
These ships are so huge, guys. They're so massive that when you're walking through the center aisle, you feel like you're in a mall. You feel like it doesn't even feel like you're on a cruise ship. Now, I will say this. Of course, the seas can be interesting. You never know what you're going to run into. But in both cruises that I went on, the only time I could even tell I was on the water is when I walked outside. Yeah, I couldn't feel anything. Even when we went down, I think we went to the Caribbean. So we went to Royal Caribbean's private island. It's a lovely day. It's something Bay.
Oh yeah. That's the other place we went. Okay.
Yeah. So we went to the Caribbean, and then one of the islands in the Caribbean, which I didn't know that there were hundreds of islands in the Caribbean. I didn't know this. When we got to the Caribbean, everybody had their excursions, and they went and did couple stuff. I literally put $100 in cash in my pocket. I refused to bring my card. That was my budget. I walked from the ship all the way through all of the touristy stuff, all the way to the end of the island. I met some incredible people that told me some incredible stories. I had some awesome little dabbles of conch is really, really popular in the Caribbean. And it's interesting where you can go when you're just willing to wander, when you're willing to just walk and meet everybody. And I met a woman who made bracelets. She had a little thing right on the beach. She made bracelets. She'd been making bracelets for 35 years. That's just what she does. I met a couple of different people that were just incredible athletes and musicians, and it was fascinating to just run into all these people. Then we went to a lovely day at, what was it called? Coconut Bay? Coco Cay. It was when we got there, again, it was the same thing. I love to swim, so I literally was just out in the water the entire time, just snorkeling, and just spent my entire day connected to nature. It was so beautiful. And they had, once they opened up the lunch thing at 12 o'clock or whatever it was, bro, I was there for 4 hours. I was no. Because I'm getting ready to go swim again, which takes a lot of calories and burns a lot of calories, man. You're going to use muscles that you don't use when you run or when you row, anything like that. You want to swim? That's going to really, really use some muscle strands that you're really not going to touch anywhere else. So I felt I was burning all these frappuccinos off.
That's right.
So what that I had 73 frappuccinos on this cruise? Don't judge me. Listen, the calories don't count when you're in international waters. Calories don't count, so you can do whatever you want. It's no big deal.
The last cruise that we were on, we got to take a galley tour. Talking about the food, it's incredible, the massive operation that culinary is on a cruise ship. He was showing us, they did French onion soup one night, and it's these gigantic vats of soup that's how they make it.
Wow.
Because he goes, we know people love it, it's delicious, 90% of the dining room will order it, so we have to have these massive quantities of it ready to go.
It was very cool.
Again,
Yeah,
you're talking about how many people on a cruise ship? A couple thousand?
Yeah, and they're all eating to their heart's content. And these people are incredible.
Yeah, you got Sabrina going, I'll take everything.
Wrap it up.
My very first cruise, I didn't know that you could do that. I didn't know. So like the second or third course that we had got, and I was in college at the time, I was like 19. Some of my friends worked for Disney. They had worked for Disney for like 20 years. It was my friend Karen and her parents. So they got this crazy discount. So like it was like 4 days, 5 nights, or 5 nights, 4 days. I don't know the way they do it, but it was like $260, which was crazy. And as a college student, I mean, it was either laundry or eat or put gas in my car. But I was able to save up some money. We went. So like the second or third course was one cluster of snow crab. And I am put on this earth to eat 2 things. One of them is snow crab. One of them is crab in general. So I was like, so the maitre d' came over and he was asking, hey, is there anything else that, is there anything I can get you guys before we move on to the next course? I was joking by all means. And I said, man, I would love another cluster of crab. That'd be awesome. He's like, all right, cool, no problem. Ask everybody else. Then he brings me another cluster of crab and I didn't know what to do. I was like, I'm so sorry. I can't pay for this. I'm already strapped. I don't know what to do. I really apologize. And he goes, what do you mean it's already paid for? And I was like, what? He goes, yeah, you can have as much as you want. I'm sorry. What did you just say? And he goes, yes, sir. You can have as much crab as you want. Awesome. I will say this. We left 3.5 hours later. Karen's parents were so amazed. They sat there for like another hour and a half. They're like, Billy, where are you putting all of this food? Like, this is crazy. They're like, we have to go to bed. We want to watch this. This is amazing. Karen, I love her. She stuck with me the whole time and she was just blown away. I didn't realize you could do that on a cruise. I had no idea. And they just kept bringing it over and over again. He was just bringing it right up to me. And I was like, bro, this is the best thing in the wide world. Like, look, honestly, Karen, you guys just leave me here. I'm part of the ship now. I'm part of the ship. It's what it is. This much. I'm just going to sit right in this chair. I'm just going to eat crab for the rest of my life. Tell my parents I said hello. I love them. Bye-bye. I got to go. So I get it, Sabrina. I'll take one of everything. But I also imagine, Jerred, that galley tour was probably badass, man.
Oh, it was phenomenal.
Just to see the logic.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, just to see the operation, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost like the military, the way they've got it down pat. Like, this is how it's operated. Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah, I imagine so. That many people, that many ingredients, and again, like you're on a cruise, so you're going to stop it in the Caribbean, maybe. You may be able to get some things there, but probably not. Yeah. So you have to like gauge for all the days, all the meals, all the people, and realize that you're not going to be back to port for 7 days, and they have even longer cruises.
Right.
So it's they may hit a port or two, but my goodness, imagine trying to do like the inventory and the food count. Like, all right, guys, like let's load up the ship. We have, we're going to have 1,500 souls on board for 7 days. This is the menu. We need 140,000 pounds of onion. Thank you. We're going to need this. Like, that'd be crazy to watch.
There's some friends of ours that are doing a transatlantic. They're going from Portugal to Miami. I mean, I don't even know how long this is, but I was like, in my mind, as they're telling me this, my mind was like, I wonder what the kitchen's going to be doing that whole time.
Right. I mean, that is one heck of an operation. That is one heck of I would really enjoy seeing that. I wonder, I got to bring this up because Nate put it up there. He says, let me see where it is. Oh, there it is. KK Cruise, let's make it happen 2027. Let's do it. That'd be awesome. Also, Karen says, you are both very sweet to watch.
Aw, thanks, Karen.
Nathan also comes and says, me and Billy will destroy tons of seafood. That is also true. And then Aaron, Karen's son, Karen and Aaron, said, got shrimp cocktail with every single meal. Welcome to breakfast. What would you like? I don't know, but can I have some shrimp cocktail with that? Thank you very much.
Yes. That was the first time I ever tried escargot.
Really?
Just why not? It's free.
What'd you think?
I mean, I liked it, but they put it in bread and garlic, and so who doesn't love bread and garlic?
Yeah.
Like, stick anything
Listen,
in it.
I don't think I have anybody in my life that doesn't like bread and garlic. I don't need that kind of negativity. I've made it to the age where I don't care. If you don't like garlic, I don't think we could be friends. Like, I mean, I can love you from afar.
Yeah.
But man, I don't think there's a single thing that I've ever cooked in this kitchen ever that I have not used garlic. Like, it's amazing. Salt, pepper, garlic is like the main combination on the face of the planet. It's the holy trio. So again, like you said, you put bread and garlic in it. Who's not going to like escargot? Who's not going to like anything? You put bread and garlic in there. Man, that is awesome. I had a feeling this would happen. We hit our hour about 5 minutes ago. So I most certainly appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Thank you so much for jumping in and spending some time with us, Sabrina and Jerred. I'm really looking forward to Friday. And it was so awesome to hear about your journey and to hear about just the amazing things you guys have already experienced with each other and shared with each other. And you've come out stronger on the other side with really incredible stories. And I have to say, I agree with Karen. You guys are very, very sweet to watch, and you're absolutely inspirational. So thank you both for being on the show tonight. And I hope you guys are looking forward to Friday as much as I am.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun.
It's going to be great.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be super cool. I'm looking forward to the menu. I love the mystery, Jerred, by the way.
Yeah. You got to tune in to find out.
That's right. You got to tune in to find out. Oh, well, if you guys don't mind hanging in the green room for a couple of minutes, let me go ahead and wrap the show up, say our goodbyes, and then once we end the show, I'll bring you guys back up and we can do a little wrap up after the show's done. Is that cool?
Yep. Bye.
Awesome. Get out of here. I love you guys. All right. I'll talk to you soon. You got it, Jerred and Sabrina. I'll talk to you soon. Give me a couple minutes. And thank you again for joining us. And I appreciated it. And I think everybody in the entire chat really, really loved. You guys were super, super sweet. You're just absolutely adorable.
Bye.
All right. See you guys soon. What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for joining us tonight. A huge shout out to Sabrina and Jerred for joining us on the show. We're going to be there Friday night. I'm really excited for the incredible menu that Jerred was talking about. He really is taking us on a tour, not of only all of these delicious foods from various places in the world, but a lot of it is intimately connected to Sabrina and Jerred's relationship, their journey, different foundational periods in their time where they've been able to spend time with each other and really bond as a couple. They got married last September. I was there to be able to celebrate with them, playing a little bit of music, and we're really excited that not only are they getting ready to celebrate a year anniversary in September, but they're going to be in Italy, so I get to eat their wedding cake, and that is probably the most exciting news that I heard all night, and I heard some really, really exciting news. But you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight. A huge shout out to all of our Patreon patrons, to Christian for allowing us to stream on the Legend of Traveling TARDIS, for all the friends and family in the feed. Thank you guys very much. Be sure to tune in Wednesday night at 7:05 for our Patreon show. That's patreon.com/KitchenKillaz. You can sign up for as little as $2 a month. I'll add you to the Patreon feed, which is a private feed on Facebook, and you get all the information coming out of Kitchen Killaz before anybody else. Brand new songs, all the new information, all of our new merchandise, all the cool things that are coming up. We share it with you guys first, and we thank you very much. We've been touring and crashing kitchens for over 8 years. We're on our 9th season. We do it for free, so the way that we're able to generate and keep the whole business moving forward is through donations, merch sales, and our Patreon patrons. So thank you guys very much for making up a massive percentage of everything that keeps the community growing and keeps the project going. So I'll talk to you guys soon. You guys have a really good night. I'm about to play a really, really cool barbecue sauce commercial just because it's freaking cool, and a huge shout out to Voodoo Chef Foundation for teaming up with us on our barbecue sauce and all our seasonings. You guys be safe. We'll see you soon. Take care.
I didn't listen to that voicemail. I'll tear open that letter you sent. Don't you tell your friends I want you back. I gotta leave you now and unread, because you've already said those words that switch my heart to dead from loving you. So you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused on sewing clothes. The spell stays unspoken, a dark silhouette of a marked man, and I'm broken. Right down, I didn't listen to that voicemail, a TikTok, that story you sent. Don't you reel me in to get me back.